Hello and welcome to Amethyst Style Crafting. My name is Jane Allmark and I'm a UK independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. And I'm very excited to show you today a sneak peek of a brand new stamp set which is coming out in the new spring summer catalogue, which launches for customers on the 3rd of January. But as we're only a couple of weeks away, I thought I would treat you to some cards and ideas and designs ready for you for the launch of this new catalogue. So this set is called Happy Tales, and it has a coordinating dog punch with a little heart, which is absolutely lovely. And the stamp set itself has Friends Forever, So Sorry for Your Loss, which is perfect because I'm a dog lover. I've had dogs all my life, and it's nice for friends to send sometimes when they've lost that special friend. So a perfect stamp set for that. A best friend leaves a paw print on your heart. Yes, I know my dog has a really special place in my heart. Keep calm and wag on. I think that's just great. Just for you. Again, a perfect sentiment. And there's a little ruff as well. There's a collar to go on to the dog. There's a bone. There's a dog kennel. And you can make various different types of dog. So I thought we would have a play with this today and see what we can do. So I've decided the colours I'm going to use, so it would go for a male dog or a female dog, is Fresh Fig. So we're going to use Fresh Fig as our mat, and we need a piece of Whisper White cardstock, and we're going to work with the dog to start off with. So lovely photopolymer set. Which means that it's absolutely great to be able to see through and line things up. So let's get this little dog image out, and I'm going to put it on a D block. So let's put this on the D block. Let's just get it nice and straight. Okay, and I'm going to use a good black ink. Now I'm going to do this one. I thought I would do the Dalmatian because again, this is the first time in using this, so I thought ideas immediately when I see a set is 101 Dalmatians. So we are going to stamp the dog image just down on here like this. And pick it up. Oh, look at that. Isn't that lovely? So let me just clean this off with my scrub. Or my chamois, rather. I tend to use my chamois when I'm doing videos because it's quite small and easy to get out. I do have my stamping scrub and I use that as well. But for photopolymer, it's actually lovely to just clean it very quickly. Now, to make the Dalmatian, we have some great little spots. So let's take these spots out and see if we can create a Dalmatian. So we're going to put that on the block like that. Let's ink that up in the black as well, like this. And now for lining it up, let me see. Okay, so we can line it up from the body. So I'm going to bring it down a little bit so my head's not in the way, hopefully. And it's really nice because you can line it up exactly where you want it. So let's make sure I've got it in on the body. Press it down. Give it a firm press and see if we've got a Dalmatian. Well, look at that. So we've got a beautiful Dalmatian now, which is really great. I love the fact that the stamp coordinates perfectly so you can line up, and he's got little spots on his ears as well. Which is lovely. So a nice stamp set which can be used for a variety of different breeds of dog if you're wanting to go breed specific. So let's take the punch. Now we've got this little heart on here, but I don't think I'm going to use that this time. But let's see if we can line it up, which will be, it's always lovely to be able to line things up perfectly with a punch because you get that exact little border. I know we can fussy cut things out, but there's nothing like a very precise border. So let me, I have to put my hands down on here. As you know, I have arthritis in my thumb, so sometimes with punches I find it a little bit difficult to punch it out. But as I say, it's really easy to just sort of stand up and put a little bit of pressure on there. So look at that, we've got this absolutely lovely little Dalmatian dog. Okay, so and we've got the little heart, so we can save all of those and use those for another project. So let's take another piece of the Whisper White cardstock. So this is going to measure 5 1/4 by 3 1/2 inches, which is the standard that I do for all of my cards. 1/4 inch wider for the mats, and then fit it onto your standard card base. As I say, international, do your own, because I know that your cards or your cardstock is just a little bit bigger. So I think we'll have the Friends Forever. That's quite nice, isn't it? Or a best friend leaves a paw print on your heart. No, Friends Forever, I think. So let's have a look at this one. This is a nice big font, which is lovely. So we can have this one out. So I'm going to, as I always do, line up roughly where I want to have my dog. So I think I'm going to have him just about there. And we'll have the sentiment up at the top, probably on that side as well. So let's use the same block. Now, because I want to coordinate things in with the fresh fig background, we'll do the sentiment in the fresh fig. So let's just ink this up. Make sure I've inked it up well. Perfect. And then we are going to put it, again, I don't want my head to be coming in, so I get a real shine. Let's just put it up just about there. And again, press it down firmly. As you know, I always leave it just for a few seconds, particularly with sentiments, so that it makes sure that it stamps the inside and the ink gets a chance to soak through. Pick it up, Friends Forever. That's lovely. Right, let's just clean that off again. And I thought, again, to coordinate things in, why don't we use, there's a little paw print on this set. So we're going to use the little paw print. And let's put this one down in here. Oh, we want a collar as well. I've got the little collar. So let's do the collar while I remind myself. So we'll take this little dog off for a second, and we're going to put the little collar in the fresh fig. So I probably should have done that before I stamped it out, but let's see how easy this is going to be to line up. I think it'll probably be fine. I need to, let me see if I can get it in at a bit of an angle so we get it fairly straight, like that. Oh yes, look at that. Beautiful. Love it. And I love the way that the collar's actually got the little detail on it with the little sort of, oh, what do they call them? The little studs and things that they have on a collar. And I think this is a really lovely colour fresh fig to do for this, because it just adds a little bit to the Dalmatian colours. So let's put that little piece back so I don't lose it. And we are now going to get that little paw print out. So there's a little paw print. Where's that? Let me have a little look. Can I see it? Oh yes, there he is, down at the bottom. So we'll get this little paw print out and put this on here. And I thought it'd be quite nice to just do a bit of detail down the other side of the card. So let's have a paw print going up this side. So I'm going to ink it up. Well, let's bring it over that side so I'm not working cack-handed. And let's just put a... Oh, look at that. That's lovely. Little paw print coming up along the side of the card, just turning it a little bit as we go. And we need to make sure it's an even number because we don't want a three-legged dog. So 6 little paw prints up there, as if the dog is walking up the side of the page. And let me clean that one off again. As I say, this Simply Chamois is absolutely perfect because it's nice and small. You can see it's incredibly discoloured because it just shows it's been used well. But just wring it out under the tap. It gets most of the colour out of it. It will stain a little bit, particularly with the reds. I find the blues come out fairly well, but the reds do leave the stain on there. But as I say, it just shows it's been used. So we've got this on here. So let's take the base that we're going to use. So we've got our fresh fig. We're going to put that on there. Mark it up. And then we are going to let's put the little dog down there. And I'm going to put him up with some dimensionals. So I'm going to use our standard dimensionals for this because he is actually quite a good sized image. I'll measure him for you in a minute so you can actually see. But it's by no means a small little dog. So the dog actually measures from his tail, if I take his tail, just under 2 inches by, in fact, basically 2 inches by just over 2 inches. So just over 2 inches by just under 2 inches, which I think is a really good size. So if we pop him down here with dimensionals, and again, a lovely, simple, easy, quick card to create. And any dog lover, in fact, anybody that isn't a dog lover would probably like the Dalmatians, because obviously the Dalmatians are for the 101 Dalmatians. So any person who loves that book or loves that film for children and things would be absolutely perfect. So my first card with this lovely stamp set, a very quick and easy, simple card, friends forever, dog prints down the side, coordinating it with a lovely Dalmatian. So, as I say, this stamp set, or this bundle, because you get the stamp set and the coordinating punch, is available from the 3rd of January. So if you haven't received a catalogue as yet and would like a catalogue, just pop me a note down in the description box and I'd be happy to send one out to you. And then you'll be ready for the 3rd of January to do some shopping. So thank you so much for watching me, and do look forward to seeing you again. Bye-bye.